Hello, hello. There is zero excuse for not making sales on your KDP books right now. Thanks to AI, like literally any book you publish, you should be able to get a sale on it in the next 7 days. Now, I don't just say this lightly. I'm doing it. Every single one of my books is selling within days. My clients in my growth squad, the ones that have published their books now, they've made sales immediately. Okay, it's kind of like there's a cheat code to making sales on KDP, and I'm going to share it with you in this video, and it's with the use of AI. Okay, it's going to be a good one. Let me wear my blue light glasses. Okay, let's get started. Firstly, let me tell you where I'm coming from so you can understand my mindset behind this whole thing. Back in 2022, 23, this is around the time that I started taking KDP seriously. That's me here. All right. I got coaching by a couple of guys making a killing on KDP, like 6 figures a month. Okay. Now, what they told me, and I used it, was they said to me that with a book, majority of the sales is going to come from the title and cover. Now, this was music to my ears. That's meant to say cover, by the way. This was music to my ears because I'm like from a design background. I like illustrations. I like design. So when someone tells you that the strongest thing that's going to make you the most money on KDP is down to like the design and the cover, I was just like, really? I'm on this. And I got on it, and I ended up making a 50k month. Okay, and I've made tens of thousands of dollars a month. Okay, because I focused on design. Then AI come along and ruined it for me. Ruined it and didn't ruin it, because my advantage of being able to really design covers, just like me designing it, now AI can just come and do what took me days to do in literally minutes. And that's what this video is about. It's using the power of AI to create some badass covers to make sales. Now, if you think Amazon has millions and millions, just think these are millions and millions of people looking at hundreds and thousands of books. What grabs their attention? Of course, the cover. So I see so many KDP sellers doing absolute dog shit covers. Like they're not using AI for sure. They're barely using Canva. Some of them look like it's done in Word. Like it looks terrible. And then they wonder why they're not making sales, because these people here are just scrolling past all those rubbish covers. You've heard the saying, you get attention first, then you monetize it, right? Same thing with your KDP books. You need to grab attention. You do that in covers. Now, let me show you how simple it is to use to do covers right now. This is a cover I just created in Gemini. Okay, literally seconds. All right. I use Gemini, although this doesn't say the exact prompt I'm using. Here we go. Here. Right. So what I did was I grabbed a couple of best-selling covers off Amazon. I put them into Gemini. I said, based on these covers, create me my cover. It created this one in seconds. Okay, and now that there is better than 99% of the crap on Amazon. You could literally just do this and start getting traction on your books. This is how we're able to sell books so quickly, right? Because of the covers. Okay, and then I asked it to tweak it for amazing facts for kids. So that's how simple it is to do book covers. I use Gemini. That's what I'm recommending to everyone in my growth squad now, because it just seems to nail all the text. It gets all the text right, which is pretty hard if you tried other AIs, okay? So, give that a go. So, it's as simple as that. Right, now, covers one thing. You're not going to sell books if, firstly, wrong customer. If the customer isn't actively buying books on Amazon and not buying it at a good price, if the customer's not actively buying books on Amazon, you struggle to sell to them, right? Because they're not buying books, all right? If you find a customer that is buying books, but they're buying it at a low price, then yeah, you'll make a few sales, but you're not going to make profit long term. If the customer, if you have no, I'm going to put angle advantage. If you've got no angle of advantage in your niche, then you're just going to be like everything else. Like the cover I just showed you there, I wouldn't publish a book just like that, because amazing facts for kids age 8 to 12 is too broad. Okay, you need to kind of, here's the thing, here's how you do it. You need to find an angle, and the way you do that is by once you found this customer, then you try out different books with different angles, different titles to this same customer, and that's how you kind of uncover a gap, right? But you do it in action. Don't just sit there thinking it through, although you can do that later on. If you're below your first $1,000 a month, you just need pure action publishing, right? Because you learn it more from the actual action. So you kind of just keep publishing different titles to the customer. One starts sticking, and what do you know? You just discovered a gap. You're at the front of the gap. You get all the money. And that's the way it works when you're below $1,000 a month. That's the way I teach in my growth squad anyway, because majority of them start at basically nothing, complete beginners, and they establish this workflow. And that's another thing. If you have no workflow, so like I just showed you this cover here. If you take this video now, this YouTube video, you're watching it and you said, Jase said I can create an amazing cover with Gemini. You create this one cover, you publish it and don't get any sales. That's because there's a lot more to it. You need to learn, okay? So you need a good workflow. You need to be able to publish books often. Keep doing this, because then they're going to this customer and you start learning, and then that goes back into your books and produce better and better books. It goes back to this customer. Eventually, one of them starts making money, okay? So you need the workflow as well. All right? So to take the takeaway for this video is, if you're struggling to sell your books on Amazon, 100% use something like Gemini to nail the cover and title. So a lot of the time, if you've been publishing books and not making any sales, a lot of the time you can just fix the cover. Sometimes the titles all needs to be changed, and you just make money just like that. And with AI, there's literally no excuse for not making a good cover now. Okay, but remember these points here. You need a good customer that's actively buying books. So when you put your book in front of them, there's a chance that they're going to buy it, because there's so many of that type of customer buying books, and not at a low price, because you need high price. You want high profit, because you need to test your book with ads as well. I'll go into that in a sec. And low price books, it's just gonna, like, you could make sales and then it's like nothing. It's like $1 or something, $2 a sale. Then if you got ads on that, you're making minus, kills your momentum. Okay, go for the high price books, and don't just think you could just go in broad like that book I just showed you there. You need some sort of angle, some sort of advantage, and if you don't know what type of angle or advantage to use, then most KDP sellers below $1,000 a month don't just do loads of publishing. Just take loads of action, publish loads of books, and the angle and advantage will reveal itself. Okay, and the last thing is the workflow. Kind of ties into that. If you've got no workflow to doing it, if you're not publishing consistently, it's going to be a lot harder. This is literally what the guys in my growth squad are doing right now. I know this works because a lot of them started with nothing and they're now making their first $1,000 in a month as complete beginners with full-time jobs. They're just following this system, and their books are getting better and better, and they're just making money, okay? And they're making sales on every single one of the books. But they've got me as well to help them. That's different. But if you're just starting out, you may not make sales straight away. You kind of got to learn what sells to that customer first. Anyway, I'm waffling. My name's Jase Perry. Thanks for watching. Give me a like if this has been helpful to you. And, oh shit, sorry, I was going to say ads. The last thing you need to do, don't you just love my raw uncut video, literally all over the place, is ads. And that is basically, you need to use ads to test quickly, because all it does is get your book in front of the right customer quickly. Use ads to test it, see how it's doing after 20 clicks. If you don't get no sales within the first 20 clicks, there's something wrong with the book. Bring it back to the drawing board, rework that book, or just keep testing books until one starts selling immediately. Okay? Thanks for watching. I'm going to exit again now. I'll leave a little link to my video here. It shows you a roadmap from zero to your first $1,000 a month if you want to know how to get there. Give me a little like if this was any value at all. And subscribe if you want more videos on how to make money selling books on KDP. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Cheers.